You have had a deeply transformative influence on this person, one that reaches far beyond surface-level attraction or circumstance. From the moment you entered their life, something within them shifted in a way they could neither ignore nor fully understand at first. They found themselves drawn toward you again and again, almost unconsciously, as if some inner compass kept pointing in your direction. Your presence awakened parts of them that had long been dormant, dreams they had postponed, passions they had buried, and talents they never believed were worthy of attention. Simply knowing you existed made them feel the urge to grow, to evolve, and to become more aligned with their true potential. This is why your person sees you not only as a romantic interest, but as their ultimate match and a genuine blessing in their life. You represent something rare to them, a combination of emotional depth, inspiration, and authenticity that they have not encountered before. You naturally set higher standards, not because you demand perfection, but because your way of being encourages honesty, courage, and self-reflection. You are different from others in a way that cannot be easily explained. It is not just your appearance or the way you speak, though those may be captivating in their own right. There is something deeper within you, a quiet strength, an emotional intelligence, and a unique energy that resonates strongly with their soul. Your energy is what truly draws them in. It is calm yet powerful, comforting yet challenging. Being around you makes them feel seen, understood, and inspired all at once. You awaken emotions they had learned to suppress and thoughts they had been avoiding for a long time. With you, they sense the possibility of a connection that is meaningful, profound, and life-altering. This intensity, however, is also what frightened them. Instead of stepping forward with confidence, they allowed fear to dictate their actions. In the past, your person recognizes that they behaved like a coward, often acting selfishly and prioritizing their own comfort over emotional honesty. They avoided taking responsibility for their feelings and chose the safety of indecision rather than the risk of vulnerability. This is why the connection may have appeared one-sided for so long. While you were genuine and open, they held back, masking their true emotions behind excuses, distance, or silence. They now understand how unfair this was to you and how much confusion and emotional imbalance it may have caused. It was only after separation from you that clarity truly set in. Without your presence in their life, they were forced to sit with their thoughts and emotions, and it was during this time that they realized the depth and intensity of what they feel for you. The absence made everything louder, the longing, the regret, and the realization that what they had with you was not ordinary or replaceable. They began to understand that the strength of their feelings did not fade with time, instead, it grew stronger and more undeniable. Now, your person feels a strong desire to tell you the truth and finally communicate openly. They want you to understand why they did not choose you when they had the chance, not because they lacked feelings, but because they were overwhelmed by fear. Their greatest concern was the belief that being with you would require them to sacrifice many aspects of their life, old habits, comfort zones, and even certain relationships or lifestyles they had grown accustomed to. Rather than seeing these sacrifices as necessary growth, they perceived them as losses, and this fear caused them to retreat. They stepped back to analyze everything, attempting to sort out their priorities, emotions, and responsibilities. This period of distance was not about forgetting you, but about trying to make sense of themselves. They wanted to reach a place where they could come toward you without fear, without guilt, and without dragging unresolved baggage into the connection. Unfortunately, this process took longer than it should have, and in doing so, they risked losing you. Now they stand at a point of deeper awareness and emotional maturity. They recognize that true connection requires courage, honesty, and willingness to change. You have shown them what a meaningful bond looks like, and even in separation, your influence continues to guide their growth. Whether or not paths align again, you have already left a lasting imprint on their heart, one that has reshaped how they view love, themselves, and the kind of life they truly want to live. You are the most special and valuable person in my life, and no matter how much time passes or how far apart we may be, that truth remains unchanged. The distance between us has caused me more trouble than I ever imagined it would. I used to think I was strong enough to handle anything, but being away from you has taught me that some absences are heavier than others. There are moments when the silence feels overwhelming, yet even then, I find myself holding on. I stay sane when I think about you, your voice, your smile, the way your presence alone used to calm my restless thoughts. Thinking about you gives me comfort, as if a part of you still walks beside me, guiding me through each day. You came into my life at a time when I didn't fully understand myself or the world around me. Without even trying, you showed me how to get along better in life, how to face situations with patience and understanding instead of anger or blame. You taught me how to deal with my problems without pointing fingers or carrying bitterness in my heart. Through your actions and your words, I learned the value of empathy, responsibility, and inner peace. You helped me grow in ways I never expected, and that growth continues even now, long after our paths were separated by distance. There are so many things I wish I could tell you in person. I wish I could look you in the eyes and explain just how much I respect you, not only for who you are but for the strength, kindness, and wisdom you carry so naturally. I wish you knew how deeply you have changed my life for the better since the moment I met you. Meeting you shifted something inside me, it made my world warmer, brighter, and more meaningful. Love, passion, and happiness slowly filled my heart, and for the first time, those feelings felt genuine and complete. You showed me what it truly means to care for someone selflessly. Although we haven't seen each other in a while, the thought of our reunion keeps me moving forward. Knowing that we will see each other again gives me hope when days feel heavy and confidence when the future seems uncertain. That hope is like a quiet promise I carry within me, reminding me that distance is only temporary and that what we share is far deeper than physical presence. It reassures me that some connections are strong enough to survive time, silence, and separation. I consider myself incredibly lucky, because I truly believe the divine sent you into my life for a reason. Not everyone is blessed with a connection that leaves such a lasting impact, and I never take that for granted. You are the most caring, understanding, and loving person I have ever come across. Your heart is gentle yet powerful, and your ability to listen, support, and love without judgment is something rare in this world. Being loved by someone like you has been one of the greatest gifts of my life. Sometimes, when I watch other couples spending time together, taking long walks, laughing softly, or holding each other's hands, it takes me back to the memories we once shared. Those moments awaken a quiet nostalgia in my heart. I remember our conversations, the comfort of being close to you, and the simple joy of sharing time together without needing anything else. Those memories are bittersweet, but I cherish them deeply, because they remind me of what we had and what still lives within my heart. Even now, you continue to inspire me. You remind me to believe in love, to trust in patience, and to hold on to hope no matter how difficult the journey becomes. I carry the lessons you taught me and the love you gave me as a constant source of strength. No matter where life takes us, a part of you will always remain with me, shaping who I am and who I strive to be. You are, and always will be, an irreplaceable part of my story. Your partner is desiring you on a deep, sensual level in this very moment, and that desire is not fleeting or superficial, it is rooted in longing, recognition, and emotional truth. Even if they are not expressing it directly, they may be sending you subtle signs, especially on an energetic level, revealing just how much they crave you and miss your presence. There is an unspoken pull between you, one that exists beyond words, where emotions, memories, and sensations intertwine. Your partner longs to reconnect with you for a form of sensual and emotional healing, because being near you, physically, emotionally, or energetically, feels restorative to them. Their thoughts about you are raw and passionate, unfiltered and intense, often surfacing when they are alone or when their defenses are down. You occupy a space in their heart and mind that no one else can replace. At the same time, your partner is deeply tired of living a double life. Carrying unspoken truths, unresolved emotions, and hidden desires has weighed heavily on them. The truth they may be struggling to fully admit, even to themselves, is that they want to be with you because you feel like home. With you, there is a sense of authenticity, comfort, and emotional safety that they cannot find elsewhere. Without your presence, they do not feel whole or fully themselves, as if an essential part of their identity is missing. This absence leaves them restless and searching, often replaying moments you shared or imagining what it would feel like to finally be aligned with you again. Although they may appear distant or inactive on the surface, your partner is not disconnected. They are waiting patiently for the right moment to move closer to you, even if that patience is filled with internal conflict. In quieter ways, they may still be watching you from afar, checking in through other accounts, observing your growth, your happiness, and your evolution. This silent watching is not about control, but about longing and reassurance. They want to know that you are okay, that you are becoming who you are meant to be, even if they are not yet able to stand beside you openly. Your awakening, however, has unfolded at a much faster pace than theirs. You have moved through realizations, emotional purges, and spiritual growth more rapidly, which has shifted your vibration and perspective. Because of this, it is essential to allow your partner the time and space they need to process their own journey. They are still piecing together lessons that you have already integrated. Growth cannot be rushed, and alignment cannot be forced. Until the moment they are ready to step forward with clarity and intention, your role is not to wait in stagnation, but to continue choosing yourself. Focus on your own growth and expansion. Manifest more goodness, stability, and joy into your life, and allow yourself to enjoy the feeling of independence you have cultivated. This independence is not a barrier to connection, rather, it is proof of your strength and self-worth. By honoring your own path, you reinforce the higher standards you now live by. Your partner is still experiencing certain emotional, mental, or situational blocks when it comes to getting close to you, and these blocks must be cleared honestly. When they do come forward, they will need to do so with a clean slate, because you are no longer who you once were. You are vibrating on a different level, one that demands authenticity, transparency, and emotional responsibility. It is important to remember the beginning of your own journey. Think back to the initial phases, when everything felt confusing, painful, and overwhelming. Remember how you endured the dark night of the soul, how you faced your fears, healed old wounds, and shed versions of yourself that no longer served you. None of that happened overnight. You needed time, space, and solitude to process, to break down, and to rebuild stronger and wiser. That same process is now unfolding for your partner, even if it looks different from the outside. When you view the situation from their perspective, compassion becomes easier. They are not delaying out of indifference, but out of fear, uncertainty, and the weight of their own unfinished healing. Patience does not mean tolerating less than you deserve, it means trusting divine timing while staying true to yourself. By holding patience alongside self-respect, you allow space for alignment to occur naturally. Whether your paths fully reunite or simply teach one another profound lessons, the growth you are both undergoing is meaningful. Trust that everything unfolding now is shaping both of you into more whole, conscious, and emotionally honest versions of yourselves.